just want to point this out. So President Trump is shaking hands with a lot of these world leaders. And this is something that we saw at Notre Dame as well. They come to him. They want their moment. They know that they are in a negotiation with the President of the United States over many things. And he is definitely a gravity center at these events. So just an interesting side note there. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Just want to point that out.
No. That's basically.
Well, popes have always been political figures, back many a century, and we forget that. But he was not only a unifying one, but a pope, but had a deep sense of values about how one treats the poor, how one treats the homeless. You've been having testaments to that, and you heard them in the funeral service all morning. And it's interesting at this particular moment in American history where the government seems to have turned on many of those values, not all of them, but some of them, or said it is not up for the government to be paying for this or solving this problem. And so it's really a moment of contrast out there. And I think one of the other big moments here is that because it has brought so many leaders together, there was really an opportunity for President Trump to go do some diplomacy on the side once the ceremony was over. Of course, as he himself noted, it wouldn't be seemly to be doing it during this. But he left right away. Yeah. He just headed right back to his airplane.
Yeah, the Pope spoke often about migration, and that, of course, during the 2016 campaign was one of the sticking points.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey. Why this beat so crazy?
We will make America proud again. And you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Woo! But boy, oh boy, what's going on, family? Definitely want to do a little deep dive into this on a quick little video, quick little show with you guys, man. I hope everybody is enjoying their weekend. You've had an amazing week, man. That everything is going well in all you guys' life, man. One love to the human race. I hope everybody is blessed, well, and healthy. And again, that 2025 is off to a great start for you, man. As you can see, a lot of things is happening. A lot of breaking news, something new every single day, man. And with this current administration and President Trump, I told y'all, be ready for any and everything. But some big things just took place not long ago, and we just want to get into it, man. Trump has broke the internet once again, and Zelensky, oh boy. And the only thing Democrats can stand up for is to send your money to Ukraine. They want the war. That's the only things Democrats can stand up and clap for. What a disgrace. But we've put our foot down. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Take your butt down there to Ukraine. Send your paycheck down there too while you're at it. Get on the plane. Goodbye. Or you could go to you want to go to El Salvador? Get on the plane and go to El Salvador. Yeah, and that's where a lot of these activists, Democrats, and liberals need to go and get up out of here. That's what I say. They say, Rick, sir, don't say that, sir. Rick, we're gonna have a nice weekend, sir. It's Saturday, sir. Calm down, sir. But oh boy, look what's broke the internet, man. Another angle of the short meeting between Trump and Zelensky, and they got Zelensky edited to like a little man or a crybaby. I'm seeing these pictures everywhere, man. You know. Oh boy, you just can't make this up. Trump speaking to Zelensky looks like a father disciplining his kid for misbehaving. Oh boy. Here's that clip right here. And look at these idiot, stupid activist left people. He shakes hand with Zelensky, but not with Trump. Absolutely in legend. What are these people here, man? They kill me with all this crap, man. World leaders flock to President Trump, attempting to have a moment with the 47th president before the funeral.
Shaking hands with a lot of these world leaders. And this is something that we saw at Notre Dame as well. They come to him. They want their moment. They know that they are in a negotiation with the President of the United States over many things. And he is definitely a gravity center at these events. So just an interesting side note there. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Just want to point that out.
No. That's basically.
I just want to put.
Yeah, we got to put it out there, man. Got to put it out there. Yes, indeed, man. Melania. The beautiful, classy First Lady, man. President Trump and First Lady Melania pay their respects to Pope Francis. Beautiful picture right here. Beautiful picture.
Tui, Iesus, benedicta tui mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus.
Santa Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostre. Amen.
Ave Maria, gratia plena, Dominus tecum, benedicta tui.
So grateful to see these two representing us on the world stage. A picture truly worth 1,000 words. At Pope Francis' funeral, Zelensky's making one last desperate attempt to convince Trump to fund his war. And Trump is once again telling him that the jig is up. There's a historic scenes. A picture worth 1,000 words, y'all. This has broke the internet as a total power move, you guys. You know, this is ridiculous war. You know, we're done, man. That's it. But Zelensky wanted Macron to join his talk with President Trump. So they did. There was a 3-chair setup. And then he said, Trump realized, he told Macron that he wanted to talk to Zelensky one-on-one. So it's a total power move. Hopefully it helped get Zelensky closer to accepting a ceasefire deal. And here it is right here. Put it up on the screen one more time. See, there it was. As you can see, the chairs. It was three chairs. And they removed the other chair. Zelensky. You want a check? We're gonna give you a check. We're gonna give you a reality check. You're not gonna get a check. You're gonna get a reality check. The new sheriff in town. Daddy's home. Yeah, buddy. But good to see our president and first lady in good spirits, man. He whispered something and Melania smiled. But there's a clip I wanted to show. I think it was on Fox. See if we can pull it up. If we can pull it up. We'll probably have to just go to the link. Let's see. Might have it on here.
About this is that these are the two leaders alone. But what it does remind you, too, is that I remember when President Bush said, I'm the decider in chief, right? These are the deciders in chiefs for their nations. And it matters what the two of them being able to communicate directly in that moment of peace at a time when people are being very reflective, not just maybe for their own lives, but also the peace of the world. There's a lot of responsibility on their two shoulders. And I love that image and hope that it portends something positive to come.
I love that image too. A reminder, yes, of what happened in the White House the last time, that they can forgiveness and peace inside of St. Peter's, but also the reflection. I mean, Donald Trump almost lost his life just, not very long ago, last summer, almost, twice. And so I'm sure this is, going to a funeral on this scale had to have been an interesting moment for him as well. But I love that he took the opportunity
I'm glad she brought that
while
up.
he's at this funeral to do something to move us forward towards peace. And as I mentioned before, blessed are the peacemakers. That's the thought I have.
Peace through strength,
as I see
man.
Donald Trump again working towards peace in the world, working towards ending this terrible war that shouldn't have ever happened.
Whether you like him or not, he is attempting to be the peacemaker.
Yes, he is.
And Democrats in America are relegated to the sidelines watching all of it, kind of complaining about a lot of it, to the point where you have these bizarre polls that show Democrats have sort of become kind of like the party of war, where they are, their view is overwhelmingly that we have, that the United States has to back Ukraine forever, no matter what. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Republicans in the later stages of the Iraq War, where they were like, no, we have to do whatever it takes to win that war. And Democrats were like, no, we just need to figure out a way to get out. Democrats are no longer looking for the way out.
No, they're not. But also, I mean, not to go back, but let's go back. There were 2 attempts at a peace treaty in Ukraine, and Joe Biden blew those up. And yet here you have Donald Trump, again, with a man who came into the White House and in his view, disrespected him, disrespected that moment, still trying to make peace. I think it's remarkable.
I see it a little bit differently in terms of with the Democrats now, because I think that if Democrats really wanted Ukraine to win after Ukraine was invaded by Putin, then Joe Biden slow-walked the effort, not giving Ukraine what they needed at the time immediately to push back initially. So the war dragged on, in my opinion, because Joe Biden slow-walked them, getting them the weapons that they needed, and then they dribbled them out over time. The same thing happened in Israel. Yeah. Right? Joe Biden and his team were constantly like, well, let's not. They're so cautious. And Israel was constantly saying, but we what we need, but we have to. And they would go around them. And to the point that Israel said, we will use our capabilities to degrade that of Hezbollah and Hamas to the point where Israel now is in a position to be able to push back against Iran in a way that they haven't before.
So when you see these polls now showing 68% of Democrats or whatever it is supporting Ukraine no matter what, it makes you wonder if maybe this is one of the reasons why the Democrat Party, it's that lack of clarity and that lack of leadership in the Democrat Party, which is why you have Democrats wrestling with a historic low approval rating across the board, because not only are, obviously Republicans aren't going to support the Democrat Party, but even the Democrat Party is not supporting the Democrat, and they're 15 points underwater.
Even the Democratic Party,
because of that
nosedive
direction from the top.
Not even just because of. I mean, I think foreign policy plays this much of a role in how the Democrats are. They are now, I think, at how much? What's their approval rating? Something like 41%. 41%. And to me, I think that if you even dig a little bit deeper, the intra-party problems within the Democratic Party, the generational problems, the whole idea that you want to just purge any moderate Democrat so that they can have more of a pure leftist party. If they do that, they could be in the minority.
What do you think of this? Let me know in the comments section. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Have an amazing rest of your weekend. I love you guys. God bless you and your family. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace and love, you guys.